Only a few seconds pass before the wind grows stronger. The sky above begins to tear apart with a loud sound. A wild vortex appears, spinning fast and shining with strange energy. From inside the swirling light, monsters begin to fall into the world. Lee does not wait. He commands Seonha to move now. A little earlier, near the entrance to Seoul Station, a mother and her daughter are saying their goodbyes. The mother gently encourages her child to go on ahead. She seems concerned. The daughter refuses to leave, saying she will wait until her mother boards the train. The girl tries to hide it, but the pain of parting is clear. She asks if her mother feels the same. The mother keeps smiling, trying to stay cheerful. She wants her daughter to feel less afraid. She promises they will meet again soon. Just then, a dark wall of energy rushes between them. The black barrier forms in an instant, cutting through the space like a blade. The mother becomes trapped behind the curtain of shadow. The daughter collapses to her knees. She cries out for her mother again and again. The entire Seoul Station becomes covered by the dome of darkness. Its shape is smooth and unnatural. The black energy pulses gently, like something alive. Above the dome, glowing notification appears. The message announces that a new event has started. The words say this is an unlucky event. Anyone can go in, but no one can come out. Only those under level 15 may enter. Inside, the goal is clear: survive for 6 hours or defeat the boss monster. There is no other way to escape. A countdown begins, cold and clear. Inside the station, more monsters arrive. The ground shakes with each step. Roars fill the air. People run in all directions. Some trip and fall. Others cry or freeze in place. Fear spreads fast. Lee looks at Seonha and gives her clear instructions. The civilians must be moved to safety. Masks from the emergency kits will help them breathe if things get worse. That is her job now. Seonha refuses to back away. She says she is a soldier and cannot abandon him here. She tells him to give her a task and she will follow his lead. Lee stays firm. Combat is not her skill. Helping people escape, caring for the wounded, and staying alive are more important right now. Seonha listens closely. Her face shows worry, but her eyes hold trust. She still does not know what Lee plans to do, but she agrees. She orders him just one thing: he must come back alive. A quiet laugh escapes from Lee and a salute follows. In another place, a serious discussion is taking place between a major general and one of his subordinates, the battalion commander. The conversation turns tense when the subordinate suggests giving officer status to a F-rank soldier. The major general reacts with doubt, not fully trusting the idea. The battalion commander pushes the point, saying that official ranks should not be controlled so strictly by the government's mechanical system. His words carry a strong belief, and he speaks without hesitation. The major general raises an eyebrow, showing a small sign of surprise. The battalion commander keeps speaking. He explains that the military's level system only gives a rough idea of a player's strength. It measures combat ability, but only in basic terms. These numbers depend on traits and how well someone fits into dungeon operations. Player levels rise over time, but in real combat, they are not always useful for judging skill. Many people underestimate the real value of a fighter because of this. All this ranking is done inside the National Training Center for players. Every awakened Korean is brought here before joining the army. They stay for 2 months of training and are then placed into different categories based on simple tests. This is how the system has always worked. Hearing this explanation, the bald Major General becomes angry. His face turns red. He says that it feels like an insult as the commander is questioning his entire system. This man is Major General Choi Juncheol, leader of the 3rd Hangma Brigade in the Monster Defense Force. He holds rank 31 as an A-class Korean player, and his magic ability is so great that he can cast wide-range spells without using outside tools. In military power, he is considered a living weapon. The battalion commander, Kim Kang-sik, stays calm. He gives a quick response to explain his view. The Major General replies with frustration, saying that if the military stops using the ranking system, then all the older, experienced players will quit and join private guilds. The new and untested soldiers would rise too fast, and military control would collapse. No one would respect the army anymore. A heavy silence follows. The Major General believes the battalion commander is hinting at corruption. People everywhere are starting to speak about disbanding the Monster Defense Force. This pressure grows each day. The commander lowers his head and says nothing more. The Major General says that he can sense that his subordinate has discovered something important, but he still sees him as someone lower in status. A cat, even if it catches mice, stays a cat in his eyes. Just then the phone rings, breaking the silence. There is a report of a sudden emergency. A gate has appeared in the first battalion's area. The location is Seoul Station. The words hit hard. Both men stop and take in the news. This is not a normal gate, it is something far worse. This is an unforeseen event. It is a natural disaster that strikes a specific place. These events create strange effects that protect monsters or force players to follow harsh rules. They turn every mission into something much more dangerous. At Seoul Station, the battle continues with new break. The monster stays aggressive, attacking everything in sight. The officers try their best to stop it, but their efforts barely slow it down. No one understands what kind of creature this is. Its name and form do not appear in any of the official handbooks. Confusion grows with every minute. One of the monster's claws swings down toward a soldier. The attack comes too fast. The soldier stands frozen in fear, but a teammate pushes him out of the way just in time. Without that help, he would already be on the ground. The officers begin using fire magic, but the flames seem useless. The monster's skin is too strong. Even Manhwa, the captain of the Seoul Station Guard and a C-rank veteran, starts to worry. He gives a new order. All troops must switch to ice magic. He wants to slow the monster down by freezing its legs. Everyone follows the plan. Ice spells shoot forward and hit their mark. For a short moment, the monster's movement becomes slower. But something is still wrong. The damage is not enough. The captain studies the monster closely and makes a guess. A creature this big cannot move much when frozen. The only chance is to keep attacking until it finally breaks. The captain tells everyone to keep up the pressure. More and more ice magic surrounds the monster. Its body becomes heavy with frost. Most of it is frozen now. Seeing this, the captain launches forward like a speeding arrow, aiming to strike it down. But before he gets close enough, the ice breaks apart. The monster escapes just in time. The captain blocks the counterattack with his shield. This creature is not normal. It is the poison-armored spider. Its body is covered in strong armor. Regular attacks cannot hurt it. The situation looks bad. Then Lee enters the fight. He seems calm, but inside he still has doubts. 2 days of preparation might not be enough. There is no certainty in his mind. But time does not wait. The battle has already begun. Now is the moment to act. He activates his special skill, Metal Crush. This power is rank D. It uses mana to destroy any amount of metal. The cost depends on how much metal is used. The system gives warnings right away. Lee's mana is already at 92% and dropping fast. The numbers keep falling, A4.76. The system keeps alerting him, but he pays no attention. He continues pressing the skill against the monster. Those around him watch in shock. Even the captain cannot believe it. Lee keeps pushing forward. A strong feeling grows inside him. If he uses all his strength, maybe he can stop this disaster before it gets worse. Not only that, he could also take all the rewards for himself. That thought gives him even more focus. This is his chance. He faces the monster without fear. One clean strike could end it. He rushes in to test the creature's defense. Then he uses another skill, Metal Wheel, to finish it off. The monster cries out in pain. Its voice shakes the air. Lee feels something rise inside him. A thrill. He watches the monster break apart. The creature finally collapses. Its body hits the ground with a heavy thud. The captain sees the entire thing. His mouth falls open. The officers had all tried to bring the monster down, but none had even made it slow. Lee did it alone. No panic, no hesitation. The captain has taken part in many raids. He has seen strong players, but he has never seen someone look this calm during such danger. From the shadows, a hidden figure is watching them, and anger builds in his eyes. He grits his teeth and curses under his breath. His mind races. He did not expect this. The soldiers relax, but Lee reminds everyone that this fight is not finished yet. The captain looks confused, like a man waking up from a strange dream. Lee warns him that the true battle has not even started. The earlier fight was only the first wave. Right after he speaks, more monsters appear. The air turns cold again, but Lee remains calm. There is no fear left. In his mind, the result of this battle is already clear. Seoul Station will be cleared. No monster will escape, and he will be the one who will kill them all. At the same time, the military finishes its preparations. Squads 1 and 3 stand ready, following the Red Zone protocol up to Stage 6. Some officers whisper questions, wondering why there is so much effort being made. They suggest bringing more mages to break the barrier using magic. Their ideas fall short. This barrier is not magical. It is a rule made by the system itself. No one can destroy it. Unless the entire system crashes, the barrier remains. There is no trick or shortcut. All anyone can do is wait until the timer runs out. The countdown clock continues ticking down with quiet pressure. Soon after, a military helicopter lands on the scene. The battalion commander steps forward and speaks with the department head of the Blue Flower Guild. This person is Lady Yu Haina, known across the country for her power and influence. The commander wants to know how many of her guild's players are under level 15. Lady Haina answers if battalion commander really thinks that the top-ranked Blue Flower Guild would have members like that. She then questions the logic of sending such low-level players into danger. From her point of view, it would be sending them to their deaths. But the commander does not agree. Inside the dome, around 800 lives remain at risk. Focusing only on the military's survival means nothing if the civilians die. Moreover, someone inside the dome matters deeply to him. Inside the barrier, Lee continues to fight. He uses his skill, Metal Wheel, to cut down one of the spiders. Each attack is clean and fast. The monsters begin to shrink. Lee activates a new skill enhancement, Metal Control. He calls out for support from the soldiers. The captain gives the signal, and the full team switches back to ice magic. Ice spells strike the armored spider, and it freezes in place. One officer not paying attention lets his guard down, and the other armored spider sneaks behind him. Lee sees it in time. He instantly uses metal control and blocks the attack. Lee tells the monster that it has chosen the wrong enemy. The real fight is not with a distracted officer, it is with him. He then rushes towards the spider and uses the metal spin attack that finishes it off. Meanwhile, the other spider has been able to release itself from the ice. Lee looks at it and tells it that he will send it to the same place where its friend went. A system warning appears in front of Lee. Mana levels have dropped to 63%. The numbers flash in red. A second later, Lee unleashes the skill Metal Crush and the metal around him bends under his control. Then, it strikes the creature with great force, killing it in an instant. The system sends more warnings. Mana is now at 39%. Time is running out. Lee knows that he cannot continue like this for much longer. Before the last of his energy fades, the rest of the monsters must be defeated. There is no other path forward. From a distance, the mysterious figure watches him with hateful eyes. The gaze stays fixed. The thought grows stronger that a player of this level could not have appeared on the subway by accident. He wonders why someone like that would be at Seoul Station right now. Thoughts rush through his head. Doubt and panic rise together. He curses himself and believes everything is ruined. He cannot believe he failed the first mission. The system announces that the attack mission has ended. The target, a poison-armored spider waiting at Gate 1 to nest inside Seoul Station, has been eliminated. The battle ends. The station becomes quiet again. Citizens remain safe. No danger lingers nearby. All the soldiers gather around and thank Lee. Respect fills their words. The captain lowers his head and blames himself. He believes he was too weak to stop the first wave of the attack. They assume Lee is a high-ranking player and show gratitude for his help. No one questions his actions. Lee scans the group, looking around with focus. He seems to be searching for someone among the troops. Confusion spreads through the crowd. People start to wonder who he might be looking for. A memory flashes in his mind. He thinks about a person. This person might also be part of the security team. Sergeant Choi Sona suddenly rushes over, panicking. Lee remembers what he forgot and asks her if she evacuated all the civilians. The captain watches in disbelief. He seems surprised. Ranked players do not serve under military because they cannot be controlled, so why is this gentleman with the military? A quiet thought passes through the soldiers. They wonder if the joint civilian-military forces have already arrived. Choi Sona reports the situation. The spiders were too large. For that reason, they split the civilians into smaller groups. Each group was guided into rooms with narrow corridors. That helped protect them. Thankfully, no one was injured. Sona tells Lee to report to Squad 6. The next task begins. People nearby still want to ask Lee about his level. Lee says time is too short for such things. That detail no longer matters. There is a bigger problem in front of them. This is a double gate. Everyone goes silent. Their mouths fall open. No one expected this. Lee knows that if he goes to search for all 800 citizens to find him, that person will definitely escape. Time is short. Decisions must be made carefully. Outside, the battalion commander addresses the troops. He tells Lee Wei-min that he appoints her as the commanding officer of the SEAL rescue operation. He says he regrets having to send lower-ranked unit members into dangerous zones. But the safety of innocent civilians depends on it. He reminds them to protect the people as soldiers. He then tells her that when she reunites with Sergeant Lee, she should include his opinions in her actions. Lee Wei-min feels surprised. She never expected her superior to mention Lee by name. Inside the double gate, a special event notification appears on the message board of that mysterious man. The message says that monsters in the area will not attack. The mysterious man becomes furious. He cannot understand what is happening. The situation no longer follows the rules he expected. The system displays the quest list for him. Number 1. Poison Armored Spider Nest at Gate 1 within Seoul Station failed. Number 2. Massacre at least 500 civilians by any means and progress. Number 3. Deliver items received from Elite Monster at Gate 2 to the Traitor Alliance in progress. He tells himself to endure. Once the mission is completed, he will become a true villain. Other players never received a quest like this. This quest was made for him to change his life. He needs to stay calm. Suddenly, he realizes he is being attacked. A fast movement forces him to raise his shield. He recognizes Lee and introduces himself as a member of the Railway Guard. But Lee already knows his plan. His goal was to hide among the chaotic civilians and assassinate soldiers during the initial attack. And in case there were more players between the citizens, he was to disguise himself as a soldier to avoid suspicion and then slaughter them. Lee says his name, that makes him flinch. He is Jang Jusi, a B-rank player and villain candidate. His skill is Cannibal Tree. After some time, he will rise to the top of the A-rank players and be called Black Plague. Lee grits his teeth and calls him a traitorous dog. And that was it from today's video. I hope that you liked today's video, and if you did, hit that like button as today's goal is 1,500 likes. Comment next part down below to see what happens next. Also, consider subscribing with the notification bell on to get notified as soon as a new video drops onto the channel. You can also join the channel to support me financially and watch videos before public release. I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.